Hi everybody. I really hope I don't cry in this video. But I'm just outside today. I'm gonna finish up my makeup because earlier let's not worry about my hair. I'm not a big fan of doing my hair. Sometimes I am. That's why but sometimes I'm not. That's why I love to preserve a blowout if I can. And then I love the whole overnight curls thing. I was getting ready this morning and I was doing my makeup and I was listening to music as I do when I get ready. Oh my God, this goes so much further back than I thought. I'm so far away. But I was setting myself up. But hey, work those core muscles. Anyway, and I also think that I'm so emotional because the full moon is coming up or something. I don't know. I don't really care anymore, to be honest. I do, but I don't. I think I've graduated from astrology and all that stuff. I'm not saying that it's not useful, but it's just it was getting to a point for me where everything was just a little bit too out of whack and I used it for everything. It was becoming the blueprint of my life instead of me just thanks. But I do still use it from a very business and technical standpoint, which I do think is quite necessary. What am I even talking about here? So come on. See, I'm just so scared. I'm so scared. I don't know. Can I sit this far back? Are y'all fine with that? Or is this should I move it a little bit down? Keep it down. Keep it there. I feel that looks slightly better. Kind of oh, my thing's not plugged in. The audio is probably horrible for y'all. My God. I was listening to Dua Lipa and I love Dua Lipa, so does my son, and it's just so nice. But anyway, I was listening to Physical. What am I looking for? Oh, I think just more blush. I was listening to Physical and for some reason today, I was just filled with so much emotion. I really probably should have done my hair. Nobody's judging your hair, girl, it's fine. People judging my hair? No, I'm just kidding. But I was just overcome with so much emotion and depth when I was singing, and it just really reminded me of what I want to do in life. And to be very, very honest, I want to sing. I want to be a singer. Yes, I genuinely bring it to the core of it all. I want to be a rapper. Because to me, Baby MILF deserves to exist. And I know that probably some of you guys are what the heck is this girl talking about? If this is your first video from me, hi, my name is Lilia Soares. This is On the Floor with Lilia Soares. I'm your host, Lilia Soares. No, I'm just kidding. But I live in a very delusional state because I have to. But no, genuinely, welcome to my channel. Stick around. I really think you'll enjoy it. I was just singing and for some reason it had just gotten so into it to the point where I was seeing, I could see the lights, I could see the fans, I could see the crowd, I could see the standing ovation. You know what I mean? That's funny though, because if you know me, you know that I can't actually see things. So it's were you? But it's yes. Get to the program. I just started crying and I started bawling my eyes out while singing because it's just something that I have wanted probably since I was born. For as long as I can remember, I remember learning how to write well before school because my great grandmother would teach me. And I'm so grateful for that because ever since then, I've just always written. I'm a writer to my core and I love it. And I love expressing it in the way that happens when you listen to rap songs. To any songs really, but specifically in that motion because the words are just so pungent and the double entendres and the just everything about it gets to me, the flow and the mechanisms, and you have to really be, you have to be very intellectual to rhyme some of these things and put stuff together to make connotations in the way that some of these artists do. And it's I believe in myself enough to also achieve that. I'm just scared. I'm so scared of what's to come should that actually happen. Does anybody know what I did with my mascara? Is it in my shirt? You want me to admit it? Yes, fine. I'm a little fried. a little fried sunny side up egg today this morning. Because sometimes I just, like, not to say I lose the will to live, but like, I lose the drive and motivation to do the same things every single day, which feels like I do sometimes. Like I said again this morning, I just could not stop crying. I was trying so hard to like do my makeup and finish it up and set, because we all know that's like, oh, like if you have your makeup done, like you can't really cry, like because like as women we just love to be so pretty for everything. The tears were just going crazy. Like I could not stop crying. And it's just because like I'm at a point right now where like I am just so, I know that I need to take this leap, and I know that I need to, and I get that relatively it is coming, but it's so hard not to give in to everybody else and feel the need to give up, especially by people who I would have considered like friends of mine and supporters, like not like just like, oh, like all you guys online, like that societal and like familial supporters, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, because I just feel like if you have a certain dream in your heart, leave your hair alone. I think I just like, I need to color it back, don't I? I need to color it back. Like, is that the main issue? Do I just not really like my hair? Give me some input. And I need some brutal, honest input. Like, somebody tell me. Because sometimes you guys don't be commenting. And I miss commenting and talking and chatting with you guys. So, what the freak is up with that? Okay? But if you have a goal and a dream in your heart that, like, you want to achieve and you know that you can achieve, and it doesn't go away, it's, like, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that doesn't happen to go away. Because, like I said, like, I, for as long as I can remember, have always dreamed of being a singer and wishing for that on any little piece of good luck I could find. You know, it definitely does feel more attainable in this day and age, but it's also, for some reason, for me, just doesn't. Because like that, like these things, I don't want to say like these things don't happen to me, but it's like they do, because you know, people from small towns like make it places all the time, but there's just the inner work of like accepting that it can happen to me, just like whatever you want can happen to you. It's hard to not give in to a personal timeline, almost, you know what I mean? Because I think about all the time how I want to call my character like my alter ego, or like, you know, my rap name, I suppose, like as Baby MILF. It's like, I love Baby MILF, and I love her, and I love being her. And it's a shame that she only comes out at night. It's a shame that she only comes out at certain parties. It's like, I want to be with her all the time. I love her. And maybe this is psychotic. I mean, it's not, but like, oh my god, I'm getting mascara everywhere. So I guess, yeah, like, would y'all judge me if all of a sudden I started posting like cover videos? Because I've done that, not to YouTube or anywhere here before, but like I've tried to audition to the X Factor. Like I had to do an online one because my parents wouldn't take me to an in-person one. Like that's what I mean. It's like I'm not surrounded with the right people here for me to like fully be myself. Like there's times where I can when I'm around, you know, like maybe like my friends and like my sister and everything, but on a day-to-day basis I can't just always be myself. Oh, I forgot that this is right here. That's just raw and real. See, I feel like you can like kind of tell that, like, I'm gonna pinpoint it right here, and because I don't think you guys know, I don't think you guys heard, but you can definitely see my anxiety start to shift just a touch, because people are home, which is fine. Like, they obviously live here, but it's just, like I said, it's hard to be myself. It's hard to be myself, and I need to get into a place where I feel like I can, and that's why I feel like I devote so much time to filming and posting on YouTube, because I'm tired of feeling like there's not more of me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get into my own head and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like the only person in the world experiencing this, or like, oh, like it feels like I'm never going to get out of the situation, or like, oh, like, because obviously, yeah, I have moved out and I've lived in different places, and you know, it's like then I've like come back here, and it's like there is somebody else who is dealing with the exact same thing, and If this helps you guys feel less alone, then that makes me so happy, because that's how I also want to make you feel, because I know what it's like to feel so lonely, especially even when you're like surrounded by people, and it's tough and it's hard, because that's something that I was not theorizing with myself, but like understanding within myself the other day, that when I lived in Madison, like, because my family loves to say that, like, oh, when you lived in Madison, like, you were so stressed out, like, you're so stressed out, blah, blah, blah. I'm stressed out here. Like, I'm not stressed out everywhere. And it's like, living in Madison, when I lived in Madison, I was relatively sociable. Like, I would go out and I would do things for myself. And, you know, I felt like that I could be me, like, at a certain, like, to a certain extent. But I realized that my stress levels are actually much more insane here, and there I just felt lonely. I just felt so lonely because I didn't have like go-to people, you know, like I didn't have the best experience. Like maybe the first few years, yeah, but then like when everything like went downhill and I just had to learn lesson after lesson, I felt so like alone, because I didn't really have like go-to people to be able to talk things out with or just hang out with, or just like, you know. And I'm sure I probably could have like gotten there eventually, because there was some good prospects like starting to happen towards the end of when I lived there, but unfortunately it was already decided that I was going to be moving back and stuff, so it's like it would have been short-lived regardless, you know. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't fun while it lasted, which, you know, is the overall lesson for everything, right? Anyway though, I hope you all enjoyed this little video, because, oh, I know what I forgot to put on. I definitely should have put it on, but hi. My dad just came and say hi to me. All right, good enough. I really need to go inside and fix this hair. Am I good? Like, what the freak? Now my nose is so itchy. You know what? It's because I'm allergic to everything. I had an actual allergy test done, and it told me that I came back practically 100% positive to my environment. So that's so fun. Maybe that's another reason for me to need to get the heck up on out of here, because, you know, hopefully I'm not allergic to the whole world and I'm just allergic to this. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me though. I really enjoyed doing this, and I am so happy that I've got a space to talk it out and just really talk about things. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any other future videos. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.